What is up, everybody? David Burdett here, lead editor with Gaming Trend, again to talk about some Sneak Energy and do some taste testing. Today we are jumping over, we're almost done with all of these different flavors. We are trying Tropikilla. Guessing this is probably a pineapple, mango kind of flavor. Very much looking forward to it. So as per usual, we've got 16 ounces of water. Sneak says you can do anywhere from 10 to 12 ounces, but I don't prefer that myself. I prefer it to not be, it's a very strong flavor, so it's kind of nice to me that I can go ahead and pour a little bit more water in, get a little more out of it, if that makes sense. So we've got the Tropikilla here. Let's open this up, and unlike we messed up in the Purple Storm video, I'm going to smell, see if we get any scent out of this. Alright, I'm still getting a lot of the vitamin-y, the Flintstones crushed up vitamin smell that I tend to get when I smell these. But I can tell there's, I can't pinpoint the mango or pineapple or whatever it is. So let's just go ahead and pour this bad boy in. So we can see as the mist continues upwards from all the powder going down into this. I'm gonna have like a dusting of this stuff everywhere at this point. So I've got, looks like all of that in there. And there isn't really there's a bit of an orangish color that's coming up. So let's go ahead and close this bad boy up. I'm already starting to smell the mango-y smell. So let's go ahead and shake this bad boy up and get a taste of it. Once again, you can get these amazing metal shakers. It's the White Blizzard shaker. I believe it's only $22, and to me that is a steal for how nice the shaker is, how well it holds in the coldness of the water. So let's go ahead, take a scent here. Oh man, yep, that is heavy mango. Heavy mango. There's got to be a little bit of pineapple kind of in there as well, but yeah, this is the tropical punch kind of that you get. So let's see if it packs a punch. Okay, so I can tell you right away, this is straight up mango pineapple flavor. Like, if you like that kind of flavor, I'm not as partial to it. I still think it's a good flavor. I'm not as partial to it, but if you like the mango pineapple flavor, you're really gonna like this. This actually, the actual flavor profile for it really reminds me a whole lot of, and I can't remember exactly what the name of the flavor is. I believe it's tropical something, but Game Fuel, the actual fizzy Mountain Dew drink, has almost spot on the same flavor profile as this does. But it obviously has a bunch of sugar in it, whereas this doesn't. Plus, this has 150 milligrams caffeine, and Game Fuel has about 90, if I'm not mistaken. Plus, this has a lot more vitamins and whatnot. So this is going to give you a nice, healthy start to your day, as opposed to the sugar-infused jump to your day. Yep, I can't. That's exactly the taste of it. I can't get away from it. It's the same as the yellow can of Game Fuel Energy. So this one, if you're a fan of mango pineapple, totally thumbs up. If you're not, I mean, it still tastes good, it tastes refreshing, and I'm looking forward to seeing how our last two flavors go. On to those next ones. What is up, everybody? David Burdett here, lead editor with Gaming Trend, back to check out the last bit of our Sneak Energy drinks today. One of the last packs we have left is Grape Crush. Very excited about this. I'm not much of a grape person, but everything else has tasted really good, especially some of these flavors that I haven't cared for as much. So can't wait to try it out. As per usual, we are using 16 ounces of water. It calls for 10 to 12, but I prefer to go to 16. It's that wonderful water going in there. And then, of course, we only drink one of these usually at a time with our tests, mainly because there's 150 milligrams of caffeine in here. They only recommend you do 2 at a time at most. So let's do a little bit of a smell. So I'm still getting that Flintstones vitamin crushed up kind of smell. but I like that really strong undertone of the grape smell, scent, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead, let's pop that in here. We're going to see, of course, the mist of the powder as it comes up. I'm going to have to really clean up my keyboard as soon as I'm done with all of this, because I'm going to have sneak energy all over the place. All right, we have everything gone. See that purple color tinge in the water a lot, so let's go ahead and get this shaken up. Can't wait to smell this after it's all shaken in, as well as taste it. Like I said, I'm not much of a grape flavor, but mainly because a lot of grape flavors are very, I'm trying to think of the word here, they're very artificial. So I'm hoping that this one doesn't come across too different. I think the other one that there was a purple storm. It kind of tastes like purple. So it was a little bit better than what I imagined grape would be, but I don't want to take it and just be like, oh, I don't want to try it. Let's give it a chance to see how it is. So off the smell, very strong, just grape scent to it. Exactly what you would expect. So let's taste this, see if it's any better than what a lot of other grape things are. Okay. Yep, that's kind of the grape that I was expecting. Which isn't necessarily the best thing, but I do think that it tastes really good. If you're a fan of a lot of like grape Kool-Aid, that kind of a style thing, this is not as sweet as a grape Kool-Aid, but it definitely has that flavor to it. Yeah. So that's really that's what I'd put it. It's grape Kool-Aid, just not as sweet as grape Kool-Aid is. Still has that nice refreshing taste to it. It doesn't, the one thing I will say I've noticed with this one, doesn't have that undertone to it, that the medicine-y kind of undertone that I've had with some of the other ones. So it is a really good flavor. It's one that I think that you will all enjoy. If you enjoy grape, Grape Crush is a winner. What is up, everybody? David Burdett here, lead editor of Gaming Trend, back again. We're looking at Sneak Energy. This is actually the 9th part, the last part of this taste test that we've been doing. And today it's last but not least, we are doing Blue Raspberry Sneak. Now, I actually have a tub of this. This has actually been part of, you're going to see our review on gamingtrend.com. I've been trying to not just taste test, but to drink it to see how it affects me, all that different kind of stuff. And the tub that I have is a blue raspberry, so I admittedly have tasted it a little bit, but let's go ahead and talk about it. As per usual, 16 ounces of water is what we are going with in the wonderful White Metal Blizzard shaker. Usually you're supposed to use 10 to 12 ounces. I personally prefer to do 16. This is definitely, the flavors are definitely very strong, so there's no problem in you switching and using these. Now, there are 150 milligrams caffeine as per usual, so let's make sure, do not overdo these. I say that all the time, do not overdo it. Let's get a smell test. Now, this one is one of the ones that smells almost the most like the whole crushed up Flintstones vitamins that I always have talked about in these. There's that bit of that medicine-y taste to it, which is fine. It's got a lot of good vitamins, a lot of good stuff in there. So let's go ahead, pour this in, the last of this mist that's going to come out of here. Get all this in here. And of course, this one does give off that nice, pretty blue that you get from Blue Raspberry. Now, Blue Raspberry is actually one of my favorite kind of flavors when it comes to drinks. Game Fuel, for instance, does a Blue Raspberry flavor that is one of my favorite, charged berry flavor. So that's always something that I'm looking for whenever I go for an energy formula, energy drink, anything like that. Love the blueberry Red Bulls, all that kind of stuff. So let's get into this one and see how it is. First off, let's see if it smells a little bit different now that we got into it here. Yeah, now there is still that kind of that vitamin-y sweetness kind of smell. I don't know if it's the maltodextrin, what it is, but it Definitely has that blue raspberry kind of smell to it. So let's go ahead and get a taste. Now, this is a great blue raspberry taste. It does have that underlying, there is a little bit of that, I think I've talked about it a bit before, it's the same with the smell. It does have a bit more of that vitamin-y aftertaste to it. It is something you get used to after drinking it for a while. It's strong initially, and then after you drink it for a little bit, it's not as bad as it was before. So it is something that eventually does go away. Your palate gets used to it. But not a bad thing. It's got a nice sweet taste. It's one of the stronger tastes of Sneak Energy. Some of them have been more mellow, more refreshing. This one, it's still got that refreshing taste. It's just a very strong taste to it. So you know that is blue raspberry. And you know what? It's a great blue raspberry. I really like it. And that one definitely, of any of these, gets 2 thumbs up. It's one of their best flavors that they advertise. They go overboard with like, hey, blue raspberry is the flavor that you should try. I still think that I like Neon Punch the best out of all these, but blue raspberry, very, very, very close second. Thanks for watching all of these. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.